Manchester United's first team were back at it today at the Carrington training complex. And let me tell you, this session was nothing short of intense, purposeful, and full of energy. Ruben Amorim and his coaching staff turned up the tempo in what was one of the most demanding sessions of recent weeks, as the squad continues preparations for their next crucial Premier League fixture. Today's training was absolutely massive, focusing heavily on high transition drills, corner blocking systems, and structured defensive organisation, the kind of fine details that can separate good sides from great ones. The session began with an extended warm-up that blended gym-based power exercises with dynamic stretching routines, designed to push the players' physical sharpness to another level. United's coaching staff were keen on making sure that the entire squad maintained that physical aggression and pressing intensity that's becoming a trademark under Ruben Amorim. It was clear from the very first whistle, this wasn't just another training day. It was about laying down the tactical foundation for the weekend's battle. Once the warm-ups were done, the squad moved straight into high transition drills, Amorim's key identity as a manager. The team worked in quick, rapid-fire sequences, transitioning from defense to attack in seconds. The emphasis was clear: react faster, play forward quicker, and exploit spaces immediately. These drills weren't just physical, they demanded full mental alertness. The coaching staff were shouting commands throughout: quick recovery, compact shape, release it faster, as players adapted to the rhythm and structure of the tactical plan. It's that relentless pursuit of speed, precision, and coordination that's slowly shaping Manchester United into a well-drilled machine. Another major focus today was on the corner blocking and defensive structure system, where the squad spent a good portion of time dealing with set-piece defending. Amorim and his assistants carefully walked through positioning, man-marking assignments, and defensive movements inside the box. United have had moments this season where set-pieces caused danger, and today's training clearly aimed to fix that. Players were constantly reminded to hold the line, anticipate second balls, and be alert to aerial threats. The coaches even simulated opposition corners repeatedly, with attackers challenging defenders in high-pressure scenarios. It was intense, loud, and tactical, exactly the type of work you expect before a big Premier League game. What stood out most was the communication and togetherness within the group. You could see leaders on the pitch, players demanding higher standards, pushing teammates, and celebrating successful blocks and recoveries like goals. The unity within this squad under Amorim is becoming more visible by the day, and fans will love to see that spirit returning to Carrington. From an analytical point of view, this type of training tells us a lot about how Amorim is preparing his side tactically. He clearly wants United to dominate transitions, to press with intelligence, and to protect their box with discipline and physicality. This is modern football high intensity, calculated and ruthless. It's not about flashy possession. It's about control through energy and structure. And make no mistake, on these sessions are designed for real Premier League battles. When you look at United's recent performances, you can sense a shift in rhythm, an identity forming, and the players buying into Amorim's philosophy more and more each week. The training ground is where the hard work happens. And today's session truly felt like a statement that this team means business. But what do you think, Reds? Do you feel this intense focus on transitions and defensive solidity is exactly what United have been missing in recent seasons? Should Amorim stick with this aggressive, fast-paced tactical setup, or make small adjustments for the upcoming opponents? And who do you believe is benefiting the most from this high-tempo training? Perhaps one of the younger lads who thrives in these drills. From my point of view, I genuinely believe these long, structured sessions at Carrington are slowly transforming Manchester United into a more complete, tactically disciplined unit. Amorim's insistence on precision and intensity is exactly what United needed after years of inconsistency. There's a real sense that something special is building behind the scenes. And if the players continue responding this way, Old Trafford could soon witness a side capable of going toe-to-toe with anyone. United fans, the question now is, will this hard work at Carrington translate into another strong display in the Premier League this weekend? Let's hear your thoughts below, because one thing's for sure: this squad is grinding, evolving, and ready to make a statement. Meanwhile, The scene is absolutely electric right now at the Theatre of Dreams. Live from Old Trafford, Manchester United's full 23-man squad have officially arrived ahead of today's massive Premier League showdown against Brighton. The tension is building, the atmosphere is sizzling, and you can just feel that something special might be in the air tonight. This isn't just another league fixture. It's a defining moment in the season as Ruben Amorim's men look to continue their surge up the table and prove that Old Trafford is truly a fortress once again. Let's take a deep dive into the full squad that's been spotted entering the stadium. And believe me, there are some intriguing updates and small concerns to talk about. Starting with the goalkeepers, it's a solid trio as Sene Lammens, Altay Bayindir, and the ever-reliable veteran Tom Heaton are all present. Lammens, who has been impressive in training sessions at Carrington, is once again expected to be on the bench, but ready if called upon. Bayindir, who has quietly been growing in confidence, will be eager to make his mark if given the nod. And of course, Tom Heaton's leadership and experience behind the scenes remain invaluable for this youthful United squad. Now, moving to the defenders, this is where things get interesting. Harry Maguire is here, despite Amorim confirming in his pre-match press conference that the England international picked up a small knock earlier in the week. It's not serious, but it's something to keep an eye on. Alongside him, the rock-solid Matthijs de Ligt is expected to marshal the backline, with Lenny Yoro continuing his impressive adaptation to Premier League life. The fullbacks department looks strong too. Luke Shaw is fit and ready. Diogo Dalot has been one of the most consistent performers this season. And Noussair Mazraoui adds that attacking spark down the right. Youngsters like Patrick Dorgu, Aidan Heaven, and Diego Leon also make the squad, showing just how much trust Amorim has in his developing talents. You love to see that blend of experience and youthful energy in a matchday squad. It's exactly what United fans have been asking for. In midfield, it's a powerful and technically gifted unit. Bruno Fernandes, the captain and creative heartbeat, will once again look to pull the strings, while Casemiro provides that steel and experience in front of the defence. Kobbie Mainoo continues to dazzle week after week. His confidence on the ball and maturity beyond his years make him an absolute joy to watch. Mason Mount is included too, although Amorim did mention he has a small knock, so it'll be interesting to see how involved he is tonight. Meanwhile, Manuel Ugarte, the Uruguayan powerhouse, brings that bite, energy, and drive exactly what you need against a possession-heavy Brighton side. And then, the attacking department, the part that always gets fans talking. Matthias Cunha, Joshua Zirkzee, Bryan Mbeumo, Amad Diallo, and Benjamin Šeško all make the squad. What an exciting mix of pace, flair, and finishing power. Cunha's link-up play and creativity could be key to breaking down Brighton's structured backline, while Zirkzee's intelligent positioning and hold-up play might just cause chaos for their defenders. Mbeumo, with his pace and work rate, has the ability to stretch the pitch wide open, and if Amad Diallo makes a return appearance, the roar from the crowd will be deafening. And don't forget Šeško, the Slovenian striker, has that killer instinct in front of goal that can change a game in an instant. Make no mistake, this is a strong, dangerous and balanced United squad. Amorim's tactical identity has started to shine through. Fluid transitions, aggressive pressing, and controlled possession. The big question now is, can United maintain that intensity from start to finish against a Brighton side known for their technical passing and fearless approach? United fans, what do you think should Amorim go with a front two of Cunha and Šeško to really put pressure on Brighton's backline? Or will he stick with Zirkzee as a false nine to pull defenders out of shape? And in midfield, would you start Ugarte alongside Mainoo for more control? Or give Mount the creative license to push forward? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to know your score predictions. Will it be another dominant home display under the lights at Old Trafford? Can United make it back-to-back wins and keep that top four charge alive? Or will Brighton once again prove to be the tricky opponent they always are? Let's hear it. Reds, what's your take? I'll say it loud. This is a must-win clash. And the players know it. Old Trafford is ready, the fans are ready, and the squad has arrived. Now it's all about delivering on that pitch In other news, United intensify training at Carrington ahead of Brighton showdown. There's something special brewing at Carrington this week. The atmosphere, the energy, the sense of focus, everything feels dialed up a notch as Manchester United's first team squad put in another powerful training session ahead of Saturday's Premier League clash against Brighton at Old Trafford. You could feel the intensity in the air. From the very first whistle of the morning drills, it wasn't just another day of training, it felt like a mission. The coaching staff were meticulous in their approach, with every movement, every pass, and every tactical correction carrying purpose. Today's session was all about fine-tuning details that could make the difference come match day, particularly in defensive transitions, corner blocking systems, and strengthening the overall shape under pressure. The message was loud and clear. United want control, discipline, and domination from start to finish. The day began with a long tactical briefing. The squad gathered on the pitch as instructions were laid out, diagrams drawn, and roles clarified. The focus on corner blocking systems drew particular attention as the coaching team looked to eliminate any vulnerabilities from set pieces, an area that has caused frustration in past matches. Players were drilled repeatedly on positioning, awareness, and anticipation. The tempo was high, the communication was sharp, and the commitment to improvement was visible in every repetition. After the tactical phase, the group moved into high-intensity pressing and shape retention drills, simulating in-game situations where quick reactions and compact structure would be key. The work was relentless, wave after wave of coordinated movements, pressing triggers, and swift transitions from defense into attack. You could see the cohesion growing, the understanding deepening, and the tempo lifting with each sequence.